Welcome to episode 33 of my Rebranding WWE save, where we're taking WWE in a post-pandemic era and we are trying to fix the product that they have left us. We're kicking things off with a Gauntlet match. It was advertised last week that this is going to be a Gauntlet match. It's opening the show. 6 women, all in a 6-pack challenge this weekend. No real prizes for the winner, but we can but hope that, because this is going to be a strong match. And we're kicking things off with an 89 rated segment in ring, which is exactly what I'm looking for, as Charlotte Flair and Asuka have a phenomenal match. Goes 13 minutes, almost 14, and Asuka defeats Flair with the spin kick. They have great chemistry. This is going to be a major feud in the future. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka. It is going to be an eternal feud, which is why I've put it in this match as the opener. Because I know the crowd will react big to Flair versus Asuka, because it's always been good before and it was good again here. 89 rating. Second of the Gauntlet matches is nowhere near as good. He only gets an 80 compared to the 89 of the previous segment, and it sees Asuka defeat Riott in 11-17 with a spin kick. Asuka is now beaten 33% of the, 40% of her opponents this Saturday or Sunday. I think Sunday because it's paid, because it's dual branded. But she's beaten an entire 33%, and including herself, that's 50% of the field which she's dealt with. Gets an 80 rating. Great stuff. Third match of the Gauntlet. It's a bit better than the Ruby Riott match, but it's Asuka versus Bianca Belair, and Belair wins. Belair picks up the win. Belair, because Asuka's been busy. By this point, Asuka's been wrestling for 30 minutes straight. So Belair picks up the win. She gets the high rating because Asuka's tired by this point, and I'm correct in saying, will Asuka actually be tired? No, she's not actually got fatigue in this, so pretty good stuff. 83 rating. Next match. Lack of psychology, but in a 79 rated match, Bianca Belair defeats Carmella with the kiss of death, which leads us to our final Gauntlet match. And Shayna Baszler defeats Bianca Belair with a KO punch. And Shayna Baszler, I'm going to end it with an angle. Shayna Baszler wins the Gauntlet. Vince McMahon announces the winner. And yeah, Shayna Baszler was the one who stood tall. She only had to fight in one match, which is part of the heel heat which she's getting here, because all the other people had to fight multiple times. All the other winners, at least. Asuka had 3 matches. Belair had 3 matches. But Baszler only had 1, but she was the winner. Pretty good stuff. Gets a 95 rating for that segment. And I am hyped for this 6-pack challenge at the Survivor Series. Survivor Series is going to be a long show. I'm going to tell you that straight away. It's going to be a long, long show. But it's going to be good. Then get the tag team match from which announced last week as Angel Garza and Andrade defeat Ricochet and Apollo Crews. And it goes for just over 14 minutes when Angel Garza pins Apollo Crews with an El Malito. I am going to point out this is going to be a very match-heavy show, because we had the entire Gauntlet take up the first hour. We also have this match. We also have the steel cage match later on tonight. We have Daniel Bryan versus Zack Gibson, and the main event tag team match of the Alliance versus Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle. What a card this is looking to be, though. 79 rating. And after the match, Ricochet and Andrade Brawl, they are going to have a match this Sunday for the United States Championship. Good stuff. 99 rated. Brawl. After that brawl, we get ready for the steel cage match as Otis is backstage with Tucker, and they are preparing for Tucker's steel cage match. Otis is shown to be very compassionate towards Tucker, because we are building this steel cage match to be a massive thing. This steel cage match is going to be massive. It's a 97 rating for the hype, and the match itself gets an 82. Wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but Baron Corbin picks up the win, beating Tucker in a cage match in 12:45 from End of Days, but the finish is something special. The finish is something which I think is absolutely going to be amazing. Tucker has the upper hand for most of the match, and then he climbs to the top of the cage. This is one of the big cages, not one of the new cages. It's one of the big cages. Tucker climbs to the top, and Tucker does a moonsault from the top of the cage, because we know Tucker can do moonsaults. Tucker does a moonsault, but misses. Corbin gets out of the way. Tucker lands pretty much face first, slap bam on the cage. Corbin picks him up, hoists him up for the End of Days, and that's the win. Tucker loses, but Tucker still looks very strong. It's an 82 rating for a good match. Good mid-card match this is, Corbin getting 86, Tucker and 82. This is a great mid-card match. And after the match, Corbin gets a chair from underneath the ring and starts to brutalize him, but Otis comes out, Mandy Rose with him. And you get producers coming out and they're just trying to back Corbin off of Tucker because they're genuinely worried for Tucker's health. And gets a 98 rated for this segment as the producers try and separate Corbin, Tucker and Otis. Good stuff. We then get a summit backstage at a table. Seth Rollins is just in catering, getting food, and Adam Cole walks up to him. And the two of them just look at each other. And Adam Cole offers a hand to Rollins. And Rollins is dubious, but Adam Cole just goes, "This Sunday, may the best team win." Rollins takes the hand and just goes, "Oh, trust me. We will." It's a short segment, 100 rating, great work from both of them because, it was a long show. Well, not every single story is going to be mentioned in this show. For instance, there's nothing about the WWE Championship match on this show. It's a 100 rating, though. We then go backstage and Jeff Jarrett is chatting to Otis, who is distraught over what happened to Tucker. And Jarrett reveals that, by the request of Baron Corbin, Otis's open challenge for the TV title is not going to happen tonight because Corbin wants to ensure that he faces Otis at Survivor Series. Which means we do need to fill a match, and the filler match happens. It's Mandy Rose versus Lana. I just put this match on because these two are pretty good wrestlers. Mandy gets an 86, Lana a 78, and they have great chemistry, which is brilliant news. Gets an 80 rating overall. We get next singles match as Daniel Bryan goes quick with Zack Gibson. It's not a long match, but it's a good technical match, and in the end, Daniel Bryan makes Zack Gibson tap out to the label lock. Gets an 81 rating, 90 for Bryan, 55 for Gibson. I want to try and bring Gibson will be a very long build, slow build. Gets an 81 rating though here. We then get a promo as Roman Reigns challenges Drew McIntyre for a match this Sunday at Survivor Series because Drew's already beaten Brock, but not this time. Drew's not going to beat Roman. Roman is untouchable. Roman is going to be the winner. And the main event match gets a 90 rating as Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns of the Alliance defeat Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre in 13-4-54 when Brock Lesnar pins Matt Riddle with an F5. And I am going to announce that this is also going to be where I announce the pay-per-view after Survivor Series. It's a 1 week build. 1 week. But it's going to be bragging rights. Yes, after pay-per-view we are going to have bragging rights, which is going to be the Raw versus SmackDown. It's not going to be. It wasn't Survivor Series where we're doing it. We're doing it at bragging rights. I've been. What's the overall show rating? 91. Good stuff. With some great matches. Like if you go back through the matches we had an 89 rated match. 80 matches we had 89. The steel cage match was an 82. We had a 90 rated match. We've done a great show here. Well, I've been Ben Chapman, and that was Raw. If you liked this video, hit the thumbs up button. As we will to Survivor Series this week, and then the following week's bragging rights. Bye.